done substantial work in the segment of financial inclusion in through technology. So it is not only in India, maybe in the other countries also. It will give us detailed insight that what is working, what is not working in different countries. It will be good, but basically we'll be concentrating on Indian context after our this past presentation. There will be a presentation, the data being collected, and Axion has been extremely kind to us to procure it and come up with the presentation. And please be candid that where lies the problem, and how can we be mending that one? How can we scale it up? Like how can we work on it and eliminate all those troubles, challenges. It may not be always finance, it may also be your understanding, the institutional understanding. It may be the quality of technology, it may be the system. So there are many, many things which you know better than me. So please be candid on your these responses, on your deliberations, that we can build upon something. So over to you, Balaji.
Thanks. Yeah. So I will. So broadly, like you had said, let me just present. Okay. Yeah. So it's not going to be like, a very long presentation. So presentation less, more discussion. So my name is Balaji and I work with Axion. We are a non-profit organization. But more importantly, I also was the CTO of Ujjivan. And that's kind of the space from where I'm kind of talking today. So one of the conversations obviously is that I've got these data from Sadhan. They've collected a survey. We can go through that survey. But the big picture of the survey indicates key. So first, before getting into that, objective setting ये है कि there is a broader agenda that we are trying to
Balaji,
do.
Balaji, if you can put it in your this, what do you call this presentation mode.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, please carry on.
Yeah, the general thinking is कि at the end of the day, the help that you all need, right, in terms of technology challenges, क्या support चाहिए, we are trying to get a sense कि what that is. And to go through that exercise, typically ये हम every place what we do is we understand कि business का objective क्या है, क्योंकि business का objective will help us as technology experts. Because like I said, I was the CTO and all of you, I am assuming, are, playing that role of a CTO. So the space that I come from, कि mota mota, there'll be a lot of things which are required for us as technologists to do, right? It is basically day-to-day functioning में बहुत सारे problems हैं. तो वो तो मालूम है. लेकिन what we are interested in also knowing is that are we prepared for what the business and customer demands are? So thoda we'll spend some time. I mean, the way we're structured is spend 10 to 15 minutes hearing from you कि business or tech or customer का, what is the understanding that we have कि what is the expectations that they have from technology. So we'll do that as a 10-15 minute kind of a conversation. The second part कि उससे क्या होगा, we will get a sense कि investment कहाँ करना है, हमारा priorities where should it be. That's the kind of thinking, right? That's kind of the step one. The second thing is to understand कि from a technology standpoint, right? एक तो expectation या demand हो गया. The second thing is from an ability to deliver to the demand. What is the technology related challenges? Because the survey that we did or Sadhan did was more around technology state of adoption, technology state of readiness. We got a good sense ki what is the state, and it made us feel that maybe we should have a deeper discussion. So the second part, another 15 minute, will be around the state of technology, core banking का state क्या है, LMS collections. So what is the state of it and any challenges around that? Could be vendor challenges, could be cost of things. So that will be the second part of the thing. And the third is lot of these digitally ready clients, right? We have seen happening outside India also, that many of the MFIs are slowly adopting to cloud, but they need help because the talent, internal talent is not there. But people are slightly moving to certain things in cloud. Some of them are SaaS solutions which are available in the cloud. some people are doing data related workloads on the cloud, right? So it's coming as opportunities. Ki does the IT team of all of in your organizations need to start thinking about use of data, and therefore we can help in that. The end outcome of all this is that what is the gap and help that you need, and as a workshop in the face to face on the ground, we will try tailoring it. Like, for example, if outcome of this brief session that we are having is we need help in this vendor, or we need help in that kind of software, we'll try lining up some of these people to come and speak, right? So we'll have this workshop more tailored to the expectations. So yeah, objective discussion is more to get a sense from y'all ki challenges aapka kya hai, so that that second part of it, which is a face-to-face workshop, will be more tailored, right? So that's kind of thing. Anybody has any questions? Please feel free up chat. Yeah, please feel free. Yeah, so the first point basically, we can, so Cyber, do you really want to go with the survey response, or we can stick to a discussion?
I
Just
think
for
it would be good. I think it would be good if you have those slides, one or two slides which we have developed. If you can show
okay,
them, will be
okay.
good to start the thing.
Sure. Okay. So this is the outcome of the survey, right? So if you look at the outcome of the survey, it was very clear that there is a fair degree of usage, right? LMS usage ke hisab se, there is a, those are the mix of the clients. Obviously, there are banks, there are medium MFIs, there are big banks, but the feedback that we got from this survey is that most of the FSPs, right, by default, आप loans business में हो, तो most of the FSPs actually have LMS. The satisfaction level थोड़ा low है, so we'll have to dig in a little bit later in terms of ये satisfaction low कहाँ है और हमको क्या improve करना है. But the tricky part is, like, while the new technology is all about cloud, we see that the adoption of cloud is very low, right? So on one hand, the whole world is moving to cloud, but we are seeing that the adoption of cloud is low. It could be regulatory, so we'll have to dig a little deeper. Ki what do we do to drive adoption of cloud, right? So that is the first kind of talking point which had come. Yeah, we will probably discuss this in a certain more detail, but this is kind of what it's talking about from a enterprise solution. So that is on the core solution, right? LMS. Now the other part which also we spoke about, or this is like Sadhan got data, is in terms of HR, accounting, what is the adoption of that, right? So there it appears to me that again, broadly the use adoption is relatively low because it is not a core solution, but satisfaction levels are high, which means that which at least means to me basically that the usage or number of users maybe not having very high expectations. I probably think that could be one of the reasons, but cost is a little high, right? So the question then is how important this solution is, and if cost is very high, do we need to think about bringing some other alternate vendors, right? That's kind of a second point which we could talk about. But again, here also cloud adoption is kind of very low. So this is kind of two segments. One is more the LMS, dusra which is very internal to the system, which is very basically the core system, and the second is more around the software solution. Yeah. The third, right, where we wanted to spend time is in terms of the whole payments, because one of the thinking is that at least we should be digitally um, uh, adopting the whole ecosystem of payments. And wherever I've gone in MFIs, we're also doing a program now with FinCare and other MFIs where focus is on digital payments, because दो चीज होता है उसमें, the collections, which is the main problem for MFIs, where cash is being collected. There is a shift in terms of moving from cash to digital, and because of this whole UPI and BBPS, there is a broad-based adoption. And some clients like Bellstar, for example, who is not here, his adoption is in collections is close to 30%, right? Self-service, and including assisted model close to 50%. So there's an opportunity कि collections को बढ़ा सकते हैं, and that will actually improve your whole cost of cash, right? तो अगर आपका expectation business से कि cost of cash बहुत ज़्यादा है, then this is something that we should really think hard in terms of how do we drive digital payments. Now, interestingly, the usage is reasonable in terms of UPI, but BBPS is also reasonably high. Now, one of the things I want to place on board, which we can, as Axion can also help, is that many people are shifting from BBPS to own apps, right? तो वो उसके लिए critical mass चाहिए, but what that then helps is the cost of BBPS comes down because you all are spending a lot of money on BBPS, but by moving to a self-service mode and UPI, the cost for you all can come down. So we can think of that as a broad-based usage. But what's important to know कि which I want to open the floor at some time कि customer का adoption या customer का state of readiness will differ from client to client, right? MFI to MFI depending on which segment we're targeting. So वो we will have to see, but this is again a space that we can kind of spend time and explore. Uh, and the final, right? So we spoke about LMS core system, we spoke about internal system, then we spoke about a third leg, which is on the digital payments and collections. The fourth, which is the most important from an MFI lending standpoint, is the underlying technology related to underwriting. Yeah. So वहाँ पे people have progressed from paperwork to digital field app. So many of you all may have the digital LOS. So we will spend some time to understand whether there are any gaps there. But then that's something that we can work on, think about. But उसके बाद the underwriting, which is mainly that file जब जाता है, then the underwriting bit is something that we find that it is low, right? The usage is reasonably low, and credit automation is low. But that is something that we should really look at. Second thing is कि ये पूरा e-KYC, lot of people adopt e-KYC, video KYC. That also we found from the feedback, it is kind of the adoption low. So ये is also a space that we see that there's an opportunity for us to leverage some of this digital technology which is there for underwriting. Yeah. So this is broadly the feedback. In terms of LMS looks like reasonably okay, but there are some specific cost constraints. But underwriting is a space that we can spend a lot of time. Yeah. Sybil, do you want to kind of add anything on the survey? Yeah.
No, this survey was to understand the status of the status of the technology adoption of microfinance sector, especially for the smaller MFIs. So, if we, that's Sadhan's way to do that. If we really want to do something, we want to have a base. So this is the base of our future, the future activities. So this is what, so my colleague Sangeeta, she has collected all these data and which we, Balaji has presented. Now, the next thing is that we would like to hear from you people, the way Balaji was telling you that we want to hear from you people how to take it forward. So there are certain gaps definitely. What we could understand from our microfinance institutions that in most of the cases, especially the mid and the smaller one, in most of the cases, it is much more your supply side driven than the demand side driven. Demand side, they understand the need, and when they talk to the supply side, this your technology service provider, they get overwhelmed with the proposal and the jargons of the this your technology service provider, and they get into whatever they are provided. Then after 6 months, after installing a lot of things, after investing a lot of money, after 6 months, they get to understand, well, it is working, but it is not the way they wanted to have. So this is a very common problem. So that's why we started this endeavor and we started working with Action to understand the sector and to take it forward. So this is what it is. So this is these are the statistics which we have got from you people only, which we have presented to you. So this is what. So so yeah, so you what Sangeeta is also telling that we want to make the future ready a microfinance sector for the technology adoption, not a supply side driven microfinance sector. It is much more your demand side driven microfinance. One is your internal thing, one is your loan, another one, third one, which we have seen that there are a lot of technologies available in the market. When we are seeing the adoption on the ground, the clients they are not adopting that much, and we can what we will call as technology adoption by the clients, there is also a challenge, because most of the people, if there is assisted model, like they're going to some kiosk, this our loan officers are taking them to the kiosk and they are depositing the money and it is being transferred through where. So people are calling it actually as that technology based repayment, but it is not. It is much more I mean, what do you call assisted model. So what we will call as technology driven repayment, we have to also decide on that one. For me, if a person can herself or himself can do it, that's the real technology adoption. Maybe through assisted model, then through other models also, we can go up to that objective. But till now, we are not getting that much vibe from our customers. Although the average age of the customer, the changing, the older one is phasing out after 25 years. Now the newer customers are coming in. So this is a very, I mean, interesting thing happening in the microfinance. Maybe in the technology adoption also we'll see the same thing. So the way Balaji has presented the segmented way, if we can discuss on it, it would be helpful for
Sure.
us to come up with, at the end, we will come up with something which will help us to build up the larger agenda.
Yeah, thanks.
Over to you.
Yeah, so to the audience, okay, so basic question now is going back to the starting point, right? In terms of from an expectation from customers, from the business, right? So let's start with this, right? Now we know the state of technology. The second question is just to go a little bit back. I just want to keep the floor open in terms of anyone can feel free to talk about it. Any views and thinking on what is your business heads, customers expecting from you as technology, right? Um, and do you see any challenges in terms of getting approvals for certain investments that you want to make? What is the level of digitization? So if you can help us understand that, it will be quite kind of useful. Yeah. Does anyone want to take a shot at it?
I mean, anybody of you wants to uh, tell anything, any observation from your end? So, Sangeeta, if you can call the names, it would be good as well. Yeah.
So I start with Mr. Gagandeep is there of Midland.
Yeah, hi.
Gagandeep?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
here, right. Yeah. Hi,
Yeah,
everyone.
please.
It's,
Hi,
am I
Gagandeep. Yeah.
audible?
Yeah, I can hear you. So I'm curious to know, there is these business expectations, right? So is there any understanding of the business pressure that is coming? What is the pressure for, and how is technology supporting, and what kind of technology challenges that you're facing? Let's, yeah, so that would be a good way of getting a good sense of what challenges we are facing. Yeah, from a technology standpoint. Yeah.
Yeah. So as you mentioned about business, so business every time, it's always a pressure to all these support departments, right? So if you want to grow, right? So if you
Yeah.
want to scale up your business, then
Yeah.
technology is the backbone of it, right? Without
Correct.
technology, it cannot be achieved.
Correct.
So that kind of pressure we have. So we have to ensure the business continuity. So we need to, every time we need to look into the servers, the application runs smoothly. There should not be any downtime. Or
Got it.
if there is any downtime, then we need to take certain approval from the, business side, because
Got it.
in any point, business should not be disturbed.
Got it.
So these kind of, things which are happening, I believe, not with us, within the industry itself, right?
Correct.
So
Correct.
BCP, business continuity, is important part which every business want, that systems should be in place, and there should not be any interruption in the technology.
Got it.
Yeah. So yeah, as you mentioned about that, I have seen all these slides which you have showcased, right? So
Okay.
we are adapting technologies day to day, because every time we are into implementation of new applications within the business, right?
Got it.
So as we are in practice of migrating our on-premise data centers to the cloud. So
Okay.
we are having
Hmm?
SaaS-based applications to ensure the business continuity, there should be less downtime, right? So, and the availability of application is 24/7, right? So we used to work in weekends, even for the holidays for some special cases, right?
Hmm.
So these kind of things, which are in practice, right? So this is what I can say. Yeah.
So your focus is now starting to move some of the applications to cloud, is what you're saying?
Yeah, we already have implemented few of the applications. If I talk about the core business applications, we are already using SaaS platform,
Which
right?
one is it, if I may ask?
It's FinPage application. Yeah.
Okay,
So earlier we were using application Jam solution, right? We were not able to scale up the business just because of that technology glitch.
okay,
So we, it's been more than a year, I would say. So we have migrated our core application to the new, which I said, FinPage, right?
got it.
So now we are able to scale up our business. There is no challenging challenges we are facing in terms of using the application at the field level or at backend level.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks,
Similarly,
Kiran.
there are
Hmm.
many applications, right? So
Sure.
one by one, so every specific business needs a separate applications. As you mentioned about HRMS, we are using HR1 as a
Hmm.
solution,
Got it.
and the more important is to educate our employees who are at field level. So
Hmm.
we are using one technology, LMS solution for them, so that we keep on giving them test to check their knowledge about the process which they are into, right? So what kind of
Okay,
product we are offering to customers. So there should not be any gap in their communication.
got it.
So with the help of technology, we are putting a lot of challenge, right? So being as a IT, we should support our business so that we can scale up our business in that speed.
Got it. Any thinking around customers? Like, okay, from a business standpoint, what I heard from you is uh, business continuity is a common problem everywhere. So maybe we should just skip that because that's not really challenging. What's challenging is how do you scale? And for scale, adoption of cloud is a great thing that you're doing, which is great. The second thing is learning, great. From a customer standpoint, do you see any specific demand expectations from customers, be it using digital self-service or anything around that you see as an expectation?
See, for every business should be think about the customer-centric approach, I would say, right? So,
Yeah,
whatever we are, giving any solutions, it has to be very smooth, I would say. As we are into MFI industry, as you know that
yeah,
people are not well educated at that point, right? So
correct,
we need to give
correct.
them awareness about. We're talking about digitalization, right?
Yeah,
So what I understood is that customer don't want to get into the complex things, right? So
correct,
we need to make it very simple for them.
got it. But are there
So,
any thinking around what do we need to provide for the customer, or there is no specific, because everything is MFI, so it is supported by assisted model, so we don't really are thinking about customer adopting digital channels. Is that how the business is seeing things, or yeah?
so customer, what I sense is that as the more we are doing the online transactions or the online payment, taking the online payment sites collections,
Yeah, yeah,
so customers are very much they are. It may take time, maybe just
got it,
because of the awareness and all, right? Because the adoption of that digital collection payments is
got it.
very lesser, I would say.
Okay,
So at
thanks.
that front, we need to work
Hmm.
more to make the complete cashless, if I would say, so we can
Got it.
convert that cashless
Hmm.
transactions, right?
Hmm.
So you are talking about, if I'm not wrong, you are talking about more this customer orientation capacity building for
Correct,
online transaction.
correct.
I mean, I do have two
Yes, yes.
questions.
To,
Two questions
to
actually,
build their
Gagandeep.
capacity.
Who is
Yeah, Amrish.
Please continue. Please continue.
okay? So Gagandeep, I do have two questions.
Yeah, please.
One is that the technology, it's a very candid discussion we have to have, because if we want to make this this, microfinance 2.0 after 25 years, we may have to really be open for discussion and try to take ourselves one step ahead. One is this, that your expectation uh, for the business promotion and also the provision you have got from your technology service provider, is it very congruent that you are happy with their service, or you are having some challenges, I mean, for that process? Is it really congruent, or you have challenges? Your expectation is not that much satisfied. One of the things, what from the Sangeeta's data, I could understand that most of the institutions, the data have been provided to us, they are not at a high satisfactory level. So what is your view? So this is one. And the second one is like, are you giving, the second one is mostly about your this customer, are you giving them a platter of means, like they can repay through cash, they can get assisted model, they can get to do it, I mean, transact by themselves, all these platters, I mean, all these things are there, or you have just told them that this is the process and you have to do it? Two very specific questions. One is
Yeah.
congruency, another one is I mean, your level, what are you giving to them? Yes, please, Gagandi.
Yeah. So, as you rightly mentioned, that the problem which we are facing with the partners, right? So it is all about the timelines, the delivery timelines. I would say, if any project is going on, so then it may be due to the change in the requirement, or maybe at the resource challenges which they are facing at their end, right? So these kind of challenges we generally face with the partners, right? The delivery which is expected, is hampering sometimes, right? So that is the only point. If I talk about vendor part, the customer, for customers, as yes, we are in process of implementing a customer service app, which is a assistive model, and it may have different languages. If my customer is sitting at Odisha and he want to communicate with, so it's a AI based. I would say it's a AI based model which we are going to implement, right? So it will assist the customer how with the onboarding journey, how they can repay the EMIs, right? So it will assist in every stage
But this is
of the application.
self-service or it is assisted, you said?
It's a assistive service, right? So
नहीं मेरा मतलब है कि customer will he do it himself with all this assistance coming from an AI, or there'll be someone else standing with the
no,
customer?
they can do it.
Okay,
It would be
okay,
self-service, right? So
got it.
there is one lady in the app. It will,
Nice,
guide the ladies, right? So how to do the repayment, how to onboarding.
got
So
it,
step by step, they will guide with
got
the
it.
assistive AI model, right?
That's
So
good. Yeah.
these kind of solutions we are going to implement, which will really help a customer to, adopt the technology, having better clarity over the products which we are offering, right? So it may be very easy for them to communicate. If they have any grievance, they can easily raise their query over there in the application itself. So yeah,
Got it.
in that way, we are just in the process of implementing that as well.
Like,
So I believe it will be a game changer for us, right? So I have not seen any application who assist the
Yeah.
customers, with any process of it.
okay. The last thing which all of us we need to tell that what exactly are you looking forward to develop this technology side of the microfinance? Is there anything you want to develop in your system, or you want some support, external support, to develop that one, to take your technology to the next level? Is there anything, your
So
aspiration, expectation?
yes,
Yes,
I
please.
would say the BRE model, we are looking into it so that we can, looking into the volume which we are expecting to scale up our business, right? So in that case, BRE will really help. Customer
So
can
now we
get
don't have, right? अभी BRE नहीं है.
no, it's not there, right?
Okay. Okay.
What's model?
So business rule engine, I would say. So auto sanctioning, right? So auto sanction, auto
Okay,
rejection. So
okay,
customer can get the immediate, update on
okay.
their as per their documents or the KYC.
हम्म ठीक है
Thanks.
next
Yeah.
Thank you, Gagandeep ji, for that answers, for that deliberation. And the next will be Maitri. If you can answer the same question that has been posed to Mr. Gagandeep.
what Moitri is from where? Moitri is from where?
Maitri is from sorry, I think.
Acha, Moitri is from Chadla. So over to you, Moitri.
Hello, are you there?
If you are there, you have to unmute yourself, possibly.
Hear you? Yeah.
Anyway, next.
Next, Renison, can you do? That is all. Okay. Renison from Sagla, I think. Are you able to hear me?
I can hear you.
Uh,
This is Balaji here. I can hear you. Yeah.
yeah. Maitri, can you go next, please?
You have. Okay. And then next.
Magenta.
So you call their name.
Magenta Finance, please. Are you able to hear me?
They can hear you.
Magenta Finance? Is there somebody? Your name is not displayed.
Sorry, I'm audible now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, ma'am. Actually, in the network, there was a network problem, so I can't able to hear.
Where are you from, please?
Yeah, I'm from Delhi. Actually, I work in Magenta Finance Service Private Limited.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Please carry on.
Yeah, I think what we were asking is broadly give us a sense of, what is the expectation from, let's say, business and from the customer, and what kind of technology that you kind of have, the challenges that you are facing, right? Specifically with reference to, forget the BAU and keeping the system up, right? What are the challenges in meeting the business or customer expectations, right? And what kind of system challenges that you are facing in terms of vendor, and finally, any adoption that you're doing with any new technology, right? For example, AI and with data, is there any broadly any thinking around that to meet your
Yeah.
business goals? Yeah.
Bilkul. And like their expectation also, I mean, we also
Yeah.
have aspiration that this is what we need to do, so where we can also help you people. So this is what we wanted to. So if you can tell,
Yeah, I was asking Magenta. Yeah, I was just explaining to him. Yeah. This is Balaji. Yeah. So Magenta,
Yeah,
can you hear us? I mean, I didn't get your name.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah,
What's?
myself Shabri Dasan.
Yeah, Shubhi Dasan. Yeah. So you got what
So,
we are
yeah.
expecting, right? Yeah. Please go ahead.
Yeah, actually, we are working with our inbuilt system.
Okay.
So the vendor is, that if any changes is we need, so the backend team is always there to support.
Okay.
So on LOS and LMS, we are quite comfortable on working on that. So
Okay.
now we are expecting more to develop. For example, like as Sir said, that introducing AI and other part.
Hmm.
So we are means we are right now we are focusing on all those things. So
Hmm.
hopefully uh, yeah, hopefully we are started these things also.
Okay.
So on LMS, we are thinking about the auto-generated system for the collections also,
Hmm.
so that our customer can easily pay their installment through the QR code and other things, other UPI things.
Okay.
So for that, we are getting help from the like PhonePe and other partners. So they are doing their jobs with us. So this is what we are doing right now.
And this is in LOS, this is in-house, LOS LMS.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And who's the vendor who's provided this? It's being developed through a vendor, is it?
Yeah, the name is my LMS name is Avasam.
Okay.
Who is developed? The person who has developed this LMS, his name is Avnish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So in LOS LMS, you're saying there are no real challenges. You have in-house development.
Challenges like challenges we are facing, but
Hmm.
not up to that mark. That means daily basis, like small challenges, like when the system has been means not working properly, so our staffs
Hmm.
will get disappointments, distract on
Okay.
their work.
Okay.
So on that, yeah, not up to that.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
And what are the broad expectations that business has from you? Because LOS LMS is working. Are there any expectations from business in terms of what technology should do for customers or for new products or for improving collections? Is there any expectations that business has?
Yes, sir. We are
Huh.
actually we are doing that. So what now? Before a few minutes, I said that
Yeah.
we are approaching some phone pay and other person those who are
Hmm.
using QR code all.
Okay.
So we are making the collections a little
Okay.
easy on
Okay.
online on means using QR code. So we
Got
are
it.
making that we can collect the collections from the customer through the
Got it.
QR code also.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. And what is the level of digitization on the ground in terms of uh, sourcing the LOS and all that is done through an app by the field officer, or we have paper, and what is the
No, we are completely paperless because
okay.
all the means right now we are also introduce our new system in LOS also.
Okay.
So that is more easy to us. On the paper, we facing lots of challenge before. So
Got it.
we move to this mobile application also. So it is very easy to communicate with the customer also, and as well as our field executive also facing uh, uh, means getting quick response through this.
Got it.
So so on the feed level also, we get quick response from the customer also. So the things are moving very smoothly. The little challenges is for on the collections only, because
Okay.
we are facing collections challenges only.
That is more to do with customers' ability to repay, is it? When you say collection
Yes.
channels, it's because it's all cash collection currently.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. From an underwriting, any thinking, any views related to underwriting or credit
Sorry, sir,
approvals?
didn't got you.
No, any views in terms of credit approval? For example, Gagan had spoken about BRE will help him like that from a credit operations underwriting. Any challenges or any support that you're looking at or any technology investments?
Yeah, obviously we are looking for some challenges for the collections only, because
Okay.
credit credit parties think another, but the challenges we are mainly getting is on collection, because
Okay.
collection, if collection affects, the whole things has been affected. So that's why we are totally focusing on the collections part. So how
Got it.
we can quickly and easily get the collected the money and get back to our bank.
Got it. And what is your approximate average turnaround time, like from sourcing till approval? Any time that we, and
So,
do we have any?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, actually, for the loan disbursement, I would like to say it is very quick system we caused, because
Okay.
so like we have fixed for this time 4 to 5 days, more
Okay.
maximum it goes for maximum,
Okay.
and minimum we in 3 days we go for the disbursement.
Okay. From sourcing till disbursement, you're saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're saying no challenge in disbursement. It's like all automatic goes to a customer's bank account, or it's cash?
Yes. No, we completely do the online transaction.
Okay. So any specific investments or any support that you need or any challenges that you're facing apart from this? Your LOS, LMS looks fine. Your underwriting, you're saying there's no issue. Loan disbursement is smooth. So your
Apart from this is technical issues like what I have said before.
okay.
So technical issues we are facing right now.
Okay.
So guys, those who are in field has to be means more technical, understandable, so
Okay.
that we can easily move the things what we want to do.
Okay.
And even though we are doing some methods also for them, so they can get easily understand the what we want from the field executive.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
So things are going okay, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just one final question when it comes to use of data, right? And adoption of cloud, how is that the thinking, or how is the organization helping or supporting? Yeah.
So the data,
Like for example,
yeah.
data can be used for underwriting, data can be used to understand what is the turnaround time for a particular file. Data can be used for understanding the customer and marketing. So any, yeah.
Regard this, like in a cloud we don't have any means, yeah, we have a server over at means here, so we
Okay.
use that to collect the data, all those things.
Okay.
So regard about the clouds, we are right now we are getting the clouds from our we are thinking about the lease line server, so that it will be helpful for us instead of the cloud things.
There is a
Okay.
request to participants. If you are not speaking, if you can keep yourself mute, your system in mute would be good for us. Thank you very much. Yeah, please carry on.
Yeah, this is what we are planning right now, because
Okay.
the cloud maybe every year or every means months we have to recharge or some do the cash payment for the content collecting the data and all.
Sangeeta, is there any system to mute everyone? Okay. You've done or mute all?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's it we are doing right now. And yeah, we are facing things to collect the data in our server only. Right now we are collecting the data, all those things in the server, and we already have a server also for that.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, so next will be, thank you, Magenta Finance. I didn't get your name actually. But now over to ASA group. I see two people from ASA have joined. So Roma or Maitreyi, both of them from ASA. If you both of you are here, one of you will speak, the other person can supplement, I think. Maitreyi is there? Yes.
Whoever wants to.
Yeah. Maitreyi is there? Are you able to hear me, Maitreyi?
Who's the next?
Otherwise, Sanjeev from Gramin Development. If you can wait. Yes, Sanjeev.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, we are using cloud-based services from Kolkata-based company as a LMS that is Beasley, and we are also using some in-house applications that is developed by our team for collection and recovery, all those things. Hello.
So, hello. Yes, please. You are audible. If you can.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, very much. Very much.
Yes. So actually, we also means looking for something that is as you already mentioned at the time of beginning, you have said a UPI based collection system. So for that, we are also looking to such kind of services so that we can take that collection on digital mode only. As because the number of digital collection is increasing, and after the COVID, we have around 70 to 80% the collection we are collecting on digital mode only. So in that case, but still we don't have any means sufficient application for means that reconciliation of the digital collection. So in that case, we are also looking for such kind of services.
Okay. What's about your internal system? Are you happy with your internal system? Like, is it adequate?
You can say sir adequate, but it can be
Okay.
improved. There is
Achha.
improvement required.
So improvement in which areas? If you give a, want to give us some idea, where do you want to see this one? I can assure you, nobody will be quoted. So,
Yeah.
because if you tell us, then only we can help you out. If you don't tell us, we cannot help you out.
Yes, see, actually, that is application that we are using. So that is means I don't say that is not a means as already said that is adequate system, but still that modern technology is something that means that digital collection, all those things that are not incorporated in that application. So if we can incorporate all those things, we can means increase our operational efficiency. Something suppose like for digital disbursement, all those things. So that can be possible in future if we can adopt it. So that is the thing actually means that that thing a lack of our in application or internal application.
And this is based on it's done developed by a Calcutta based company, you're saying? Yeah.
Yes, right.
Okay. So it's in-house Calcutta based, therefore, you have similar challenges other in-house, and there is integration is an issue, right? Yeah. So UPI based collections looks like now from device, do you have assisted device which is managed by the which is digital, or we are using paper based for sourcing? How is the sourcing?
Yeah, still that's so collection sourcing is paper based, but that
Okay.
repayment would we are using digital receipt. We have developed some one application from our end for digital collection.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. So is there a expectation or mandate from the business or management to invest, or it is because the cost is too high, therefore we are still using paper based? What is the thinking around it? Because many people, to get digital, right, the starting point is actually capturing things digital using KYC and verification. So everybody does that, right? So as a company, is there a reason for not investing, or or is there any specific reason? Yeah.
Yeah,
There is not a single reason are there, but
Okay.
means also there is capital issues are there, but
Okay.
also there's technical issues are there. We cannot
Okay.
incorporate application with the existing LMS. So
Got it.
that is also one more issue. That is why
Got it.
still there is some application that can be possible to incorporate.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, both the things
How
are
many
there.
how many loan officers are there in your company? In your bank?
It's
Loan
around
officers? How many loan officers are there?
60.
How many?
60.
Okay. Okay. So maybe that's also reason, right? So you can easily manage without all of that. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And yeah. And how many customer base?
Customer base is around 20 plus, 20,000 plus.
20,000, is it?
Yes, right.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. So now
Thanks,
Maitreyi and Roma, both of you, or one of you can speak, whoever wants to. Then we can take the discussion forward. Yeah.
Good afternoon, ma'am and sir. Like I think since I look after the finance and accounts part, I think Amit is the correct person who can speak. So I just I'm requesting him to just speak on the speaker.
So who is there? Is he there in the call? I don't think he is there in the call.
Who? From where? Asa?
Maitreyi,
Just let me check whether he has dropped it. Okay, I'll just confirm. Thank you.
yeah, he is not there.
So while we wait, Saibal, it's the common theme which is coming is that there are
Integration.
at least my takeaway so far is that the LOS LMS many at least 2-3 of them have in-house LOS LMS. They've been managed by small vendors, but they are doing its job, right? Therefore, that's kind of one. And they also understand that because it's a small time vendor, expectations of performance is also not rational, right? So that's one opportunity to see whether there's a case for a better managed LOS LMS kind of a thinking. The second thing is digital payments looks like a common theme that they see a potential of digital repayments using QR codes and using other technology. That's kind of where looks like 2 key takeaways for me. Yeah, Roma, go ahead. Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, sir. I'm Amit Banerjee from Sarala Development and Microfinance. Actually, sir, I have another meeting for leaving. In chat box I written there for the reason for leaving.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay. Roma is here. Okay.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
No
sir.
problem.
Okay.
You go there.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, so Roma, if you can speak out, because I have been calling your name. Please, if you can speak.
If she wants to speak.
If you want to speak, because I can't see you unmuting yourself. So, are you able to hear me, Roma? You are there.
Yeah, ma'am. Just since he has become busy in a meeting, so ma'am, I think he was the best person who could have spoken in such a forum for this. So I'm extremely sorry that
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
yeah.
I can understand. No
Yeah.
problem. We have got adequate information. If somebody wants to tell something, so over to you, Balaji. There are two, 3 areas which I was also seeing. That one is this integration system. There is a gap. Then I was also seeing that this customer. This your customer acquisition. I mean, this repayment plan. When we are seeing that repayment, it has to be like it has to be very simplified,
Yeah.
and which we were seeing. And the other area we're seeing that what both Midland and Magenta was telling about this auto sanction rejection, that
Yeah.
area. So in
Yeah.
three pieces, I'm saying one is integration, one is your sourcing, another one is your this repayment. So in three areas, Balaji being the right person to summarize the thing, would be better to hear from him. What did he see? I'm a
Yeah.
non-technical person. I understand the finance, not really very big time techie. I just want
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
So
please,
I think
Balaji.
broadly, yeah. So broadly, that's what my summary is based on the conversation so far, right? The idea of this conversation was to get a sense of where are the pockets of opportunity in terms of for the MFIs on the call, and
Mhm.
clearly it looks like um, there are these small MFIs who have in-house developed LOS LMS, right? So let's go to the backbone, right? Coming back to that, the LOS LMS backbone has got limitations in the current avatar because it can't integrate to BRE, it can't do all of that. Therefore, a business case would probably need to be looked at for small MFIs, right? For
Mhm.
someone who is slightly more progressed, where the first conversation with Gagandeep, it looked like they're slightly more progressed, although they are in-house, but there can be an opportunity for integrating with BREs to accelerate the whole automation, right? So there are two different levels of MFIs. For one, we'll have to think about a business case for a better LOS LMS. The second case is about integrating and bolting on some of these auto renewal kind of a pitch, which is the core. Now, when it comes to channels, there is in channels, some of them are digitally savvy, but we'll have to look at usage of the verification and all of that to accelerate the whole digital onboarding, right? It didn't come out very clearly. Two of them didn't seem to have it. One person had it. So we need to figure out with some two or three more people to say, is digital onboarding something that they are willing to invest? Because at least the Grameen was a small bank, right? So they had just 60 loan officers and 20,000 customers. So maybe the investment was not worth it. So the digital onboarding is an opportunity, but needs to be checked and tried. There's a gap there for sure. The third thing is very clearly the easiest thing to solve for common everybody is the digital repayment, which is the whole collections using UPI and other channels with reconciliation, right? So that looks like a common theme which we can solve for in terms of repayments and collections, and therefore look at what is the kind of partner ecosystem which can enable and drive the whole digital repayments. Yeah. So that's the summary that we can probably take from these three areas as places that we can think of solution offerings and guidance that we can offer the broader MFI, yeah, uh, team. Yeah.
So anybody wants to add on anything? So Balaji, what we will do as the next level. So we have heard from our colleagues over there, a couple of MFIs.
Yeah.
Now, what I will request Sangeeta to have a kind of one-to-one meeting with 4, 5 MFIs
Yeah.
to deepen this understanding. So
Yeah.
once we have that one, then we will be having a strong understanding on it for our next endeavor, maybe a
Yeah.
physical
Yeah.
meeting. Works for you, right?
Yeah. Works for me. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, thank you very much for attending this one. And we could get some points from your end uh, that where are the gaps and how can we work together to mend those gaps. At the end of the day, today or tomorrow, we have to get into your technology. So how best can we use technology? That's our quest. That's our endeavor to make it. What we could see from the ground, we have seen that many institutions, they are giving them the platter. Like you can give it you can repay through your cash, you can through your assisted model, also your your repayment through technology. All these things are there. We actually need to understand that. which one is working, how is it working, which one needs more investment. One of the side we really didn't discuss, possibly we have to discuss with other entities, that the investment side. Do we really need a DFI to come in and invest for social good, and then all the institutions can chip in, all the institutions can be onboarded on it, or they have already invested significantly, so they do not want it. So all these questions are there. In order to take it forward, we will be having 2-3 meetings with a couple of MFIs, and we will get a bigger agenda to deal with. Thank you very much. And from Action, I would really thank
Thanks.
Balaji for coming in and also help us to understand. He's the hardcore techie, so he will definitely help us to sell through. Thank you
Thanks,
very
Sairul. Thanks,
much.
Sangeeta. Thanks, everyone. Yeah.
तो संगीता ये लॉग ऑफ कर